Freedom is not worth having if it does not connote freedom to us. Namaskar everyone, I am Sujit and today we are going to celebrate Azadi ki Amrit Mahotsav, or also known as Indian Independence Day. First of all, I wish you all a very happy Independence Day. This year we are completing 75 years of independence and this is going to be our 76th Independence Day. The freedom which we get was after a huge struggle and a lot of problems. August 15 is considered as a very proud and a fortunate day in India. Because of this, it instills a new sense of hope, of enthusiasm and patriotism in our hearts and reminds us of how many people have tributed or how many people have sacrificed themselves for this day. This time, we are celebrating Azadi ki Amrit Mahotsav, and that too our Prime Minister Narendra Modi had planned to run a tricolour campaign named Har Ghar Tiranga, and the whole nation is going to be in colours of saffron, white, blue and green. So as Har Ghar Tiranga program says that every house now has the acceptance of putting flag in everybody's house by themselves. This gives us a very proud moment of putting a flag and unfurling the flag in front of everybody. Pingali Venkaya designed this tricolour with Suryayat Syabji and also contributed. We also need to know that what each colour represents. Kesari Rang, which is the saffron rang, represents strength and courage. White represents honesty, purity, etc. Chakra represents the Charka Ashoka Chakra. Green represents prosperity and growth. We are moving ahead to 7 achievements in 7 decades of India. When British left India, they looted about $4.5 trillion from raw material to the Kohinoor diamond. They took all. British deindustrialized India at the time of independence. GDP of India was only about 250 rupees, which is $2.89 of average income, which was about 1/15 of what average Americans used to earn at that time. There was a lot of poverty and hunger. There was a huge task to lift India themselves, and they did. There was rapid industrialization, there were 3 revolutions. 75 years later, India became one of the leading nations. India's per capita right now is almost $2,000. Its share in world GDP is about 3.28%. 75 years back, India was import dependent country but now many companies are making up in India. Geopolitics. India successfully navigated the Cold War. It became a political course for decolonization. India liberated Bangladesh. Struck strategy partnership with Gulf. When India and Pak were in a fight of the Kargil War, etc., the world supported India. Today, world power sees India as a very important partner in multilateral forum. India was the leading cheerleader and is still the leading cheerleader of countering terrorism. Of course, this path has never been easy. There has been made many bad decisions, especially right after the independence while Nehru was leading India. So, like example, you can take like letting off the Security Council. Then there were many security challenges like the 1962 war with the Chinese, 1999 the Kargil war with the Pakistans, and there India proved itself that it was capable of defending itself. Here, India also proved itself that we wouldn't let any foreign country to come and change our Indian map. Social cohesion. Winston Churchill, the UK former Prime Minister, had believed that India was merely a country. It could never become a country just for the geological sector. It could act as a country, but it can never be a country due to different religions, caste, etc. But Indians proved him wrong. There are 22 different languages, 22 different main languages, different peoples, different religions, different regions, and different castes, and there were also 20,000 dialects. We proved him and the others wrong as well. We taught the whole world universal acceptance and tolerance. Next comes healthcare. At the time of independence, where life expectancy was just 32 years. Because there was this rampage spread of diseases like malaria, tuberculosis, etc. In 1947, India registered 75 million cases of malaria and total population was 330 million people, which was barely like 23% of the whole Indian population were affected by these diseases. India fought polio, smallpox in 2014 and India's healthcare became one of the best. India is also called the world's pharmacy. It delivers pharmacy to over 200 countries. Life expectancy now has been about 70 years, which is way more than 100% of increasement. Now we move on to our technology sector. India, after 17 years of independence, went to space. Here, that is a massive improvement. They used to transport rocketry stuffs right through the bicycles. Today they have reached Mars. Today India is unfurling its flag on the Independence Day in space as well. India was the first country which was out of the permanent UNSC members to test a nuclear bomb in the midnights. There were many spies which were from the US. They also sent a satellite to keep an eye on India, but Indira Gandhi and her team had made this come possible. Similarly, and this nuclear test was called Smiling Buddha, and India have achieved a lot, and this was because of democracy and literacy. Democracy. So on the first day, every adult in India had the right to vote. For example, for US, it took about 150 years for the universal adult franchise to be activated. 75 years from 370 million to 1.4 billion people, everyone had the right to vote. There have been different states organized, but the sanctity of elections have never been compromised. Every 5 years, elections occur and it has never been stopped due to any problem. India is very far from perfect. It is way more than perfect. So now we move on to our literacy. When India became independent, 4 out of 5 people did not have a chance or couldn't read or write properly. And now if you notice it, from about 12%, it became almost to 70%. Almost everyone in India could now read and write as well. It made free education a very fundamental right. It gave midday meal scheme which helped the students not to stay at home and come to school and study, get knowledge and get smarter. India expanded from 28 medical schools and 33 engineering colleges to over 600 medical schools and 6,000 engineering schools. India is home to 1.4 billion people. It is progressive but has rooted its culture and values. In the world, India comes in the top rank. For example, India has the world's youngest population, has the largest democracy, has the world's largest film industry, has the world's largest diaspora population, is the second world's largest population, and second largest road network. It's a leader in climate action as well, a market which the whole world's company wants to invest in, and India has a clear vision of future. This is India at 75. So let's stay together, fly our Tiranga high and let's make India shine. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.